Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, May 26th, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this one, familiar chart. If you've been watching for the last few months, you know that we bottomed out at this 352.31 one-year channel bottom about 2 months ago. And following that test, we anticipated upward rotation back to its sister formation, this former channel bottom that is now at 446.94. In the process, we pushed through it and topped out at this alternative channel, which we'd also mentioned at the time, but is only an intraday resistance level that could contain follow-through buying above that 446.94 formation. In the end, the 451.12 formation did hold. And, on the daily chart that comes in at 449.02, you can see that up here. This is our primary resistance. If tested, can absorb buying on a weekly, possibly through June basis, and we can fall away. In fact, I've mentioned many times how we could top out here, fall back perhaps to 352.31 within 2 to 3 months of testing 446.94. With presently heightened volatility, this could be within 2 to 3 weeks, the way things sometimes play out. Now, if we do close above 451.12 at the end of this week, we do have a significant secondary show of strength. Primary show of strength was the testing of 352.31 a couple of months ago. Closing above 451.12 is phase 2 of an extended rally. 498.83 December high of last year, then likely in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. And as we continue, now once again, we don't show this well, but this is actually, believe it or not, a 6-year rising channel top that goes back into the 2020 low. It would be our, I'm going to say 2 to 3 months. Now, this is obviously just a guess, but based on what we saw here coming off this low, within another 2 to 3 months, we can find ourselves, say, by the end of the third quarter in the 540s, 542.37, able to contain buying for the rest of the year and possibly well into 27. But not unless we close above 451.12 does it become a clear long-term objective. Until then, this is our ping-pong strategy, if you will. As we move through the month of June and into July, we could bottom out in the 350s, top out in the 450s. On to the daily chart. And here we go. This says a lot. So 430.57, still an intraday resistance level. We tested that last Friday. It is a 5/8 upside Fibonacci over the last 2 weeks extremes. And from here, we could fall back to 410.54, which we still like this channel bottom, despite the fact that we broke it decisively. Was it last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I believe so. We broke below. We never closed below it. It never set off a sell signal with a settlement below. And so this is still pretty decent bottom picking territory. And in fact, there is a certain case to be made that holding above 410.54 will keep 449.02 in reach as a 1 to 2 week target. And I still hold to that. I've been saying that now since we tested this 410.54 rising channel bottom, that following this test, we can round up within a couple weeks to 449.02.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
If we do close today, Tuesday, above 430.57, we should, within just a few days this week, test 449.02. which is once again part of a range of resistance up to 451.12 that can contain buying through the month of June, perhaps. And from here, we can fall away into the low 350s and climbing within a couple of months of doing so. Closing the week Friday above 451.12 is exit short positions, reverse, go long. And I'm saying go long if you are so inclined through the entire third quarter. Let's take a look at the downside one more time, and that is to say, closing today, highly unlikely, below 410.54 does indicate a good weekly high. And I think a spike in volatility or continued volatility, because if we do close below 410.54, we also have a high volatility session unto itself, that within 3 to 5 days we fall to 381.61, which is a downside 5/8 Fibonacci. This is over the last, this is the early April low. We're almost in early June, so over the last 2 months, this 381.61 can contain weekly selling pressures and is our downward continuation point finally to 352.31. I'm still keeping this as a stair-step diagnosis, if you will. So, yeah, kidding myself there with diagnosis. I am not a doctor. So closing below 410.54, we also have this 375.90 former channel top. It is dropping at such a pace, though, that over the next few weeks, it converges with this channel bottom anyway. So we're kind of pulling away from that and emphasizing more the 5/8 downside Fibonacci. And I'm going to respect this as a level that can contain weekly selling pressures. So let's just kind of rephrase this. Holding above 410.54 maintains 449.02 as a 1 to 2 week objective. Closing below 410.54 reverses short-term momentum. 381.61 then expected probably within 3 to 5 days, where we could bottom out through the following week and round up again. Finally, closing below 381.61 does set up 352.31 as the next 1 to 2 week target, where once again 352.31 can contain selling through the third quarter and into later year, and above which we can make our way into the 540s by the end of the year. Let's see. Anything I'm forgetting to say? I don't think so. 430.57 is our pivot point into later week, below which 410.54 is likely again over the next few days. With a close above 430.57, you can expect 449.02 this week. That is about it. There really is nothing more to say. I'm going to leave it at that for Tuesday's Daily Tesla Report. Of course, I will be back tomorrow with Wednesdays, and you have a great day.